Hey dancers, welcome back to the Wellness for Dancers podcast. My name is Jamie Chung. My pronouns are they, them, and I am your host on this podcast. Wellness for Dancers is an educational podcast for dancers everywhere, whether you dance as a hobby, you're an aspiring professional, or maybe you are professional. I'm here to share my expertise, education, tips, stories, inspiration, and motivation on how to take personal responsibility for your wellness so that you can become the dancer you've always dreamed of being and land your dream jobs. On today's episode, we are talking about the art of manifestation. This topic came up in last week's episode when I was talking about having your dance bag ready to go as a way to manifest dance jobs and rehearsal. So before I embarked on my healing journey and my connection to spirit and the universe, I didn't understand a lot about manifestation or the law of attraction. I knew it existed. My dad had kind of introduced me, but it was at a time where my mind was still very small and it wasn't something I believed in. And I was always too scared to invest in something that I couldn't see. Like, I would tell myself, why would I need a whole dance bag ready for rehearsal when I'm not even booking jobs right now? Does that sound familiar? Well, that's part of the reason why I wasn't booking jobs, because the universe could clearly see that I was not ready and did not take myself seriously. Once I learned about changing my frequency to align myself with all that I wanted, I began to have faith and believe in things that I couldn't see. Faith is believing in things that you cannot see with your two eyes, but that you can see with your third eye, your soul, your gut, your intuition. If you know it in your heart to be true, it will appear in real life. That's something you've got to really drill into your brain, really start to believe. If you know it in your heart to be true, it will appear in real life. For me, I've always known that I wanted to dance professionally. I always knew it in my heart to be true when so many other people did not see it or did not believe in it because of how I presented on the outside. But my outside wasn't ready and it wasn't matching my inside yet. I hadn't gone through the training that I needed to go through. It's not that my parents weren't supportive. I just remember telling people I was moving to LA to pursue dance professionally, and a lot of them, friends and family, were just like, oh, okay, okay, good luck with that. Like, I'll be here if you need me, or like, I'll give you money if you want to go back to school, or, like, maybe you shouldn't pursue dance. Like, that doesn't seem like a good career. Dancers don't make a lot of money, and like, you're not that good of a dancer. But it's like, you gotta get good. You don't have to be good at the thing that you want to do or that you feel called to do. You just have to go through the motions and do it. So the word manifestation is late Middle English, and it comes from the late Latin word manifestado, from the verb manifestare, to make public. Make public. That's so cool. So manifesting is making public or bringing into reality what did not exist in reality prior. It's something that you create yourself, from your soul. This is why it's so important to have faith, to believe in something you cannot see in reality, something that does not exist in reality. Oxford defines manifestation as an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea. So if you're anything like me, someone who is pursuing their wildest dreams, manifestation is key. It is so critical to your journey. If you're not there, well, it's time to make the switch and get there. Take the leap of faith. Believe in faith. Believe in something you haven't seen yet. Of course, what you want doesn't exist yet because you're the only you that exists, and you are the one who needs to bring it to life. Of course, it hasn't been done before. You literally haven't existed before today or manifested it yet. So this brings me to a little story that I want to share with you of how I manifested booking the LA Sparks WNBA dance crew last year in 2024. The year was 2023, and I had been learning how to manifest my dreams and goals for about 4 to 5 years now. I started with journaling, reading books, learning from mentors, taking workshops, and all of those good things. As I got more advanced into my spiritual journey, I understood that I had to start taking real action in real life to manifest, not just write it down. I had been writing for years, so I knew what my deepest heart's desires were: to dance professionally. Because why not? I had attached myself to this childhood dream, and I've just worked so hard not to go back. I booked myself a solo trip to New York City in May 2023 as a graduation gift to myself for graduating from Humber College with a graduate certificate with honors in wellness coaching. I was still living in Toronto at my mom's at the time, but I knew deep down in my soul that I wanted to move back to LA to keep pursuing dance professionally. That's one thing I learned when I went back to school for a year. I was like, oh, actually, I want to keep dancing. Can't give up on my dream. I've got some unfinished business in LA. So Paris Goebel is a choreographer that I would absolutely die to work for one day. I would do anything to be in her room. And I was thinking about that when I was in New York, and because I was there on a solo trip and I was dancing, and it was just a trip for me, just to dance and not to do anything touristy, really, not to do other things that someone else wanted to do, like when I had gone in the past with other partners, and I wanted to do what I wanted and spend my money how I wanted. So as I was walking around New York and I was taking all these dance classes, I remembered the thought of, you need to wear all black to rehearsals. When you're on a professional job, you need to wear all black, no exceptions. I realized that I didn't have any good, solid, comfortable, black athletic pants that I liked wearing for dance. In the past, I used to cheap out all the time and get cheap sweats that wouldn't last or wouldn't be super comfortable. Like, hey, here we are today and I don't have any of those sweats. I was still struggling with some money beliefs at the time, but I really wanted to work through them, and I knew that this trip was the perfect opportunity to do so. I didn't have anyone with me telling me or judging me for what I was spending my money on. I was free to live in harmony with the universe, just free to walk around, go down the streets that I wanted, spend my money how I wanted, knowing that every penny I spend comes back to me tenfold. Every penny that I spend is good energy that I'm investing or receiving some sort of energetic exchange with it. So it was a beautiful sunny day, and I was walking around Soho, and I decided to visit the Nike store. Immediately, I saw some of Paris's dancers on the walls, and I felt so energized, and I knew I was in the right place. I found a pair of pants that I really liked, and I decided to try them on. Remember, I used to be cheap. I was such a cheap boy, so seeing the price of the tag for $80 USD was astronomical to me for a pair of pants, but it was in this moment where I was like, this is the moment. This is the moment where I change my life, where I change my beliefs, where I change my thought patterns, where I change my actions, where I change my energy. I thought, if I buy these pants, then I will have a nice pair of black pants to wear to rehearsal for whatever dream job I book when I move back to LA. I didn't specifically have the LA Sparks dance crew in mind. I just knew that I wanted a dance job. Obviously, I'm pursuing dance, so I want a good dance job. So they didn't end up having my size in the store. And I was like, damn, okay, maybe this isn't the moment. But I took a picture of the tag, and I was like, I'm gonna buy these pants no matter what. I'll just buy them online. So when I got back home to Canada, I went to order them online. $120 Canadian. I stopped dead in my tracks, and I thought, damn. And I kept having these second thoughts about these Nike pants. And of course I thought, well, I could just buy cheaper pants for rehearsals, right? This thought came back up. But then I'd look cheap I'd feel cheap, and I'd be stuck in my same ass patterns as always. So this was really a moment for me to actually break the cycle. Now, you might think this is silly, but it's so real, and it was so real for me. Nike pants are an investment if you are not super rich like me, and I do like to sleep on my money decisions instead of being impulsive. I literally had to suck it up and hold my breath as I ordered the $120 pants, but I did it. I was so happy when I got them in the mail. They fit perfectly and they were breathable. The next thing you know, I moved back to LA at the end of 2023 and auditioned for the LA Sparks in April 2024, and I booked the job. I finally had black Nike pants to wear to a rehearsal. Another reason I bought them was because Paris has partnered with Nike, so I'm really trying hard to manifest her. I even had a dancer compliment my pants once when we were in rehearsal too, and like that just made me smile and remember that moment with myself when I was in New York. It really made buying the pants all worth it. I still wear these pants to this day in 2025, and they're in perfect shape, just how I bought them, and I have danced hard in them over the years. But it's safe to say that they were completely worth the investment. I took the leap because I knew I was going to book a job. There was no maybe I will, maybe I won't. So maybe I will, maybe I won't buy the pants. No. Buy the pants, show the universe that you are ready to receive, be open and ready to receive, and then enjoy the fruits of your labor. Manifesting does get easier over time as you become more advanced with the practice, but at first it is kind of hard because you are afraid of taking this leap of faith, and that's totally normal. But it just starts with little practices. Like I said, I started small with journaling and kind of just telling myself out loud what I really wanted out in the world, and then started like telling people out loud in real life what I wanted, and then I finally started having to like take action and match my actions with what my soul was saying on the inside, right? You've got to listen to your inner voice and do what it's telling you. Dancers, thank you so much for tuning in this week and listening to today's episode, The Art of Manifestation. I really want you guys to try this with something in your life. So take your manifesting to the next level, beyond writing it down and beyond saying it out loud. Take action, spend the money. The money will come back, I promise. Every penny I spend comes back to me tenfold. Every penny I spend comes back to me tenfold. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and feel inspired to take personal responsibility for your life and your wellness. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, leave me a comment, subscribe for more weekly podcast episodes, and share this video with a fellow dancer who you think would love it and who needs to start manifesting. So get out there, dancers, manifest your dream life because it is waiting for you. It is waiting for you to show up. You just have to step in alignment. All right. I will talk to you guys next week. I'm excited for next week's episode, and we'll see you then. Bye.